2017 Telstra Tasmanian Micro Business Award winner is House of Dance.
Wow, I didn't think I'd have to open up these bits of papers. I certainly haven't rehearsed it, which is what we do when we're dancers. We rehearse everything. Wow, this is such an honour and a privilege and totally unexpected. Who could have ever imagined that a dancer could win a business award? Me. I would firstly like to thank the whole Telstra team. This experience has been beyond incredible for me. Spending time around such impressive business leaders and innovators has left me humbled and inspired. Congratulations to all the finalists. In my 17 years of owning my business, I've never stopped learning. I've always been so inspired and motivated by people, their stories, their struggles, their highs and their lows. I'm honoured to be able to share my story of how I turned my passion as a young dancer into a thriving business. And I know the clock's going to keep clicking, but just give me a moment. I'm sure that most people who hear of the House of Dance know someone, a sister, a cousin, a friend, a family friend who knows someone who's danced at the House of Dance. We are the Orange and Yellow Dance School that was established in 2000. I feel the business itself is part of the landscape of arts in Tasmania. Everyone knows HOD. I started House of Dance coming back to Tasmania after a successful dance career. Well, as successful as a career can be in the arts. I was home to wait tables and be the best kitchen hand. I was struggling artist waiting once again for my lucky break. However, this time it was different. I was 25. I loved being home with my family and friends and wanted to enjoy it for a while. I still wanted to dance, and really I had no other skills. I was just a dancer. I knew how to dance, that was it. I took a few classes for established dance schools, but it was not enough to pay the bills or build a life in Tasmania. More importantly, I couldn't find a dance business that matched my own energy and enthusiasm for dance. One Friday morning, I decided to call the Mercury newspaper and place an ad for dance classes. I had no business name, no venue, no plan, and no money. In hindsight, it was a recipe for disaster. The ad that day brought me 50 inquiries about my classes. People wanted to buy what I was selling, and I was overwhelmed. I hired a church hall in Bathurst Street, Hobart. It was $10 an hour, quite pricey back then. I had a small stereo which I strapped to the backpack with my old cash ting and memo book, which I took names down of all my students. I would catch the bus every Wednesday to my new business because I couldn't afford a car. I registered my business name, I got a logo designed, and I built my brand, Orange and Yellow House of Dance, and my classes grew. At this time, a school in Kingborough area was up for sale and it was $19,000. I borrowed that money off my dad and it had less than 100 students, and in a year I had 2 businesses. I had to learn fast. I shared my zeal for teaching and my passion for dance and turned a very run-down business into what is now Hobart's best dance school establishment. In a year, I tripled my profits and I doubled my enrolments. House of Dance now has nearly 500 students. I run from 2 locations in Hobart and Kingston. My goal has always been to provide quality training that was accessible to recreational students and those seeking a career in performing arts. Growth and reinvigoration have always been an important part of this strategy. In 2012, I expanded the business to become a partner in the Angelina Ballerina Academy, a ballet program taken by the ABC hit TV series. That year, my business propelled 54%. This gave young preschool ballet dancers a magical experience through storytelling, mime and movement. Everyone knows the mouse link. At the other end of the market was my 2015 launch of the Tasmanian Youth Classical Ballet Company, and I bridged the gap between training in our state and full-time training on the mainland. The growth and expansion of this business has enabled me to employ 5 full-time staff, those wonderful women down there, who head all my departments. I work hard to attract the right people to my business, people who share my vision and bring a wealth of knowledge and talent to help us grow and prosper. These women are incredible. They are creative, they're passionate, nurturing and hardworking, and they are here tonight, and I would like to thank them. Thanks, girls. I am so fortunate that my business brings an exceptional reward, being able to see students grow into mature and responsible adults who follow their dreams. That's pretty special. To see our training nurturing values and philosophies impacting lives in such a positive manner is something that never fails to inspire, and it continues to drive me. Winning this award is a lifetime achievement for me, not only as a dancer, but also as a business owner. It is recognition of hard work, the hours of hard work, vision and dedication. It also will provide a public profile that will aid in my expansion and improvement of my business, which will bring more to the arts in Tasmania, which I'm so passionate about. To my own family and my husband, who have supported me from the beginning, I have them to thank for believing in me, keeping me grounded and encouraging me even in my wildest dreams. He's on the screen, you'd hate that. Dance is my passion, and I firmly believe if you do what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. It's every little girl's dream to be a ballet dancer, isn't it? Like, let's face it. And secret, there's a big secret. It's actually my dream too. So thank you very much.